Welcome back to Not Just Photography. Once again, I'm Anton Ing from AntonIngPhotography.com. Today, I would like to talk about rechargeable batteries and the batteries themselves. Not all rechargeable batteries and the battery chargers are created equally. Some perform well, some perform poorly, and some are better than others. Now let's get to the batteries themselves. A more expensive rechargeable battery, a better battery, has better compounds within the battery and better insulation in the battery. Why is this important? With a better battery, with better compounds and better insulation, this allows you to use the battery in cold weather. A more expensive rechargeable battery will work better in the cold weather and will unlikely fail in the cold weather. Now let's talk about the rechargeable battery itself. A good rechargeable battery will maintain 70% of its battery power within a year, just sitting on your desk. So if you have a very good rechargeable battery and you left your batteries on your desk, after or close to a year, it should retain up to 70% of its battery power. But the most important thing about more expensive and better rechargeable batteries is its capability to constantly give out power. As a photographer, and for photographers that use flash, it's very important that the battery constantly gives the flash power. After you take a picture with a flash, the flash goes off and the flash requires power from your battery. If your battery is a poor battery, you will have to wait for the battery to give the flash power. Waiting for the battery to give the flash power may mean losing your photography shot. So, for the recycle time of a flash battery, it's important that the battery constantly gives the flash power. So after you take a picture, the flash goes off and then the battery will give the flash power right away. So let me pause for a minute and get two flashes to demonstrate how this works. Now, welcome back. Now I have a flash to demonstrate how a better rechargeable battery will constantly give power to your flash. So let me focus on the battery and show you how this works. As you can see, with a better and more expensive rechargeable battery, the battery constantly gives power to the flash. After the flash goes off, the battery will constantly give power to the flash. Let me demonstrate. As you can see, the flash does not stop flashing because the battery is giving the flash constant battery power. If you were to have a cheaper battery, a less expensive battery, when you release the flash trigger, the flash will go off and you will have to wait for the flash to receive power from your battery. As you can see, a better rechargeable battery will give your flash constantly battery power. Let me demonstrate one more time. To see this better, let me reach over and dim the lights so you can actually see how this works. Now that is better. See, with a better, more expensive battery, you constantly give the flash power. Now let's get back to the battery charger itself. Not all battery chargers are created equally, as we know. So let me show you some battery chargers. There are many types of battery chargers out there, so let me explain the different types. The first type of battery charger is a battery charger that looks at the batteries as one group, as in whole. So if you have two batteries in your battery charger, or if you have four batteries in your battery charger, the battery charger itself will look at the batteries as one group, one whole. The second type of battery charger is a battery charger that looks at the batteries in pairs. So each pair of battery, which means each two batteries, is considered one group. So each two batteries is considered as one group. So the second type of battery charger looks at the batteries in pairs of two as a group. The final battery charger, which is the best type of battery charger, looks at your batteries independently. So each battery in your battery charger will be looked at individually by itself. Why is this important? Because if you have a battery charger that looks at the battery as a whole, all four batteries are looked at once, not all your batteries will be charged equally. Some will have more power, some will have less power. Even though if you move on to a battery charger that looks at the batteries in pairs of two as a group, what will happen is one of the batteries out of the two batteries will have more power than the other. If you move on to the more expensive battery charger, what will happen is each battery will be charged independently. That means each battery will be looked at by itself and will give the battery the proper power. So how do we know which rechargeable battery charger charges the battery as a group, as a pair, or independently? There's a very easy way to tell. Let me demonstrate. As you can see, I will try to focus on this. This rechargeable battery has two LED lights in the front, as you can see. Let me focus. There we go. I hope you can see this. It has two LED lights in the front, as you can see. Two LED lights, and as you can see at the top, there are four battery slots. As you can see, there's an A and a B, which means this rechargeable battery has two LED lights, which means it's a dual channel battery charger, which there's an A and a B, which means this battery charger charges the battery in pairs of two. As you can see, two LED lights at the bottom, and as you can see, it's clearly marked A, and then it's marked B. Now let's move on to the more expensive battery chargers. As you can see, when you get to the more expensive battery chargers, you'll see that each battery is independently charged and independently analyzed, as you can see where the battery symbol is. As you can see from the LED's display, when it lights up, you will see each individual battery on the LED display, which means each individual battery will be charged and will be identified individually. Now let me explain how a battery charger works. A poorly made battery charger that looks at the battery as a whole does not charge your battery properly. So let me demonstrate by showing you a diagram. As you can see on this diagram, you have battery A and battery B. Battery A has 80% battery charge. Battery B has 50% battery charge. How a battery charger that looks at all the batteries as a whole works, it finds the battery with the most amount of battery charge and charges it up to 100% and then stops the battery charger from charging the other batteries. So let me show you in the diagram. If battery A has 80% battery power and battery B has 50% battery power, after battery 8 is charged from 80% to 100%, the battery charger will stop. So battery A has charged 20%. Battery B had 50%. And now that battery B will only be charged 20% because the system recognizes that battery A had 80% and charged it to 100%, which means 80 plus 20 is 100. So now when you go back to battery B that had 50%, it only charged that battery B that had 50%, it only gave it a 20% charge. Now battery B has been only charged for 20%, which means 50 plus 20 is 70. Now you understand that when you have a charger that looks at the battery as a whole, battery A will be charged to 100%, and then battery B will not be charged to 100%. As you can see, 50 plus 20 does not equal 100. Therefore, one battery will have less power than the other battery. This is the same for a dual battery charger that charges the battery in pairs of two. One of the batteries most likely will have less battery. As we get to the more expensive battery chargers that charge each battery independently and look at each battery independently, it will charge each battery separately and all batteries will be charged at 100%. Just one thing you have to remember about all battery chargers. The faster you recharge a rechargeable battery, the less amount of time it takes to recharge a rechargeable battery, the less lifespan of the battery. So if you do have time, it's better to recharge your batteries at a slower time. To have your batteries recharged at 1 hour or 2 hours will make your battery less useful in the long time. When you recharge your batteries at a longer charging time, 3 to 4 hours, the lifespan of your battery will last longer. For those people who like to recharge their rechargeable batteries in an hour or 2 hours, after a while, your battery will be no longer usable and you will have to purchase new rechargeable batteries. Once again, thank you for watching Not Just Photography. I hope this brief information about batteries and battery chargers can help you with your photography needs. Once again, thank you for watching Not Just Photography. And I hope my YouTube channel inspires you to take more pictures, record more video, and just to go out there and do something. Thank you for watching. And please like and subscribe. Thank you.